Hi everyone, and welcome to today's card creation for the Craftie Cafe design team, the online store. Now, I have used a lot of MFT supplies to make this card creation, some distress oxide inks as well, and some papers. I've used some fun elements. Now, to view, it's almost like a little crafty haul of all things, I suppose, Valentine's-y and love. And I showcase here the shaker cards as well as the pouches and some hearts, and also a lawn fawn, which I thought I was going to use for the cat, but I ended up not using it. So we use this Tic Tac white little elements as well. Now we're going to start off with some distress inks in the candied apple. I'm so used to playing with distress oxide inks, I almost neglected my normal distress inks. So I have played so much with them lately, I just fell in love with them all over again, and they were just sitting in front of me, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to work with this. I love the vibrancy of this candied apple, and I think it's just really appropriate for almost like a Valentine's card. So I'm just doing normal ink blending, nothing special here. I have used a craft mat to protect my surface, and a Ranger ink tool, mini round blending tool, and I'm just working it in. You can see me, I'm not even really being careful, I'm just going for it. I wanted to achieve more like an ombre, so I am going a little bit more heavy towards the right, and then going lighter as I blend in towards the card. So I've got just like an absorber cloth here. It's an Enyo one that we have here in Australia. So all I've done is use my spritzer tool, spritz the cardstock, and just pick up any ink. You can use a paper towel. I just used like an absorber cloth. And once I've dried that, and I'm fairly happy with how dry that is, I run it through the Big Shot. Now I do want to bear in mind that I wanted an ombre, so I do bring that a little bit to the top where it's actually gone lighter. I adhere this down, even though I've got a magnetic platform, I do adhere it down with some washi. I just don't want it moving. And you can see how the love there has that ombre kind of look to it. Now I also want to die cut out the square shaker window and frame. So that's why and because it's a large element, I'm going to also ink up this other side of the cardstock, and I'm going fairly heavy handed towards the right, and then bringing that ink in towards the card. So I'm doing the same technique and same method here, whereas I go heavy color ink and then lighter, and I'm just adding some extra ink there to really get that kind of ombre look, and also picking up some ink again by spritzing, and I'm just cleaning my surface here just a little bit. And you can see, just like with using an absorber cloth, how quick and easy it is to clean up on a craft mat using both of these together. So I'm going to die cut this out, and I've realized I forgot to do the spritzing part, so I do that again. But at least I've got another craft mat underneath. I was double protecting my surface here, and you can see how much ink by spritzing gets lifted up by using water. It reactivates so beautifully with water, the distress inks. I'm falling in love with it all over again, that's for sure. Okay, so I've got the shaker pouches here, as well as the Tic Tac white elements, and to adhere that down, I'm going to just use some glossy accents. You could use Ranger Multi Matte Medium. It was just the adhesive that was sitting right in front of me. It was really liquidy, which I wanted to use, and it was in a fine tip bottle, so I had more control, so I was happy with that. And I'm just now sticking the little elements. Now I've put the mixed heart pieces, I put one in there in the middle, just to add and combine all that kind of red tone elements to this. And then I'm just adhering with glossy accent the pouches down. I am not caring at all the fact that you can see that adhesive, because I'm going to be placing that shaker frame right on top of the outside, and therefore you can't see any adhesive. So I love that you can also die cut the inside of the square, and it also can make the frame. So that's a really good set to have. So I'm just adhering that down, I wasn't overly cautious. I was just hoping I nailed it and really winged it by putting that in the middle. So I was a bit nervous by putting it down, but I'm just like, just go for it. This card was not planned and I just went for it. I had so much fun. I'm actually going to make them in other colors as well, not just the red. I just thought it was really cute because of the Valentine's Day theme, and I had so much fun just making it. So this set, the stamp set, which coordinates with it, it's X and O's, it's called. It's got the most cutest little sentiments. You be hugs and I'll be kisses. Let's hug it out. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't want to win. I want to make up. Sent with love. Love always wins. Just an awesome array. So for today's card, I've used hugs and kisses. I just felt like the X and O's. And also I didn't want too long of a sentiment. I wanted it towards the bottom right. Yeah, I just thought this was just cute, and so I loved it. So I was just lining up the papers and the die cut words just of love there, and I really was just playing out with setting it out of it. So I've used the Misty, some black onyx ink. It was just, all these stuff was pretty much right in front of me and I just went for it. So I had fun making this card. I was just like, oh, just love. I felt the love. All right, so now using the MFT paper pack. This is the black and white basic 6x6 paper pack. I've just cut the strip off in the diagonal. Have you seen that you can get this in a full pack with just also the diagonal and straight stripes? Oh, I need to get me that. So another thing on my wish list. Does anyone have that trouble while crafting? They think of other things. I do. All right, so initially I thought I was going to pop this up, these letters, but I realized I really was happy with the dimension with the pouch and the X and O's, so I didn't really want to take that attention away, because to me that was the focal and it was like a fun element to add. So I'm just adhering that straight down. I will use an Espresso liquid pen adhesive, so it's got like a ball point type of pen, and you really don't even need to squeeze that much. It comes out quite easily, so I had no trouble, and I decided to use that as my adhesive of choice. So it was nice and runny as well, and just easy to use. So I adhere all this down, and that's my card. Isn't it cool? So much fun to make. I hope you enjoy today's card creation. Please visit me on all my social media forums. I'd love to hear from you and to support my YouTube as well. Thanks for watching. See you later.